people have been sleeping on the SpongeBob intro. There are some things in here that you guys have definitely missed, and today we'll be taking a look at part 2. Now guys, I found some more things in the SpongeBob intro that'll leave your jaws dropped. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're looking at things you guys did not notice in the SpongeBob intro. Yes, you guys have seen this intro for years. Some of you have seen this in your childhood, but there are things that you guys didn't notice that I found, and you're not gonna believe this. Let's go on to the first one.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Now, I'm sure everyone notices what's on screen right now. This is obviously the beginning of the intro. But did you know that the mouth is actually the creator of the show's mouth? Yes, the late Stephen Hillenburg's mouth is on every single intro on The Pirate. This just blew my mind. I really didn't know this when I was smaller, and it's very cool to see this. But this was in the intro all the time. It's the creator's mouth. He is forever stamped on the SpongeBob intro. This is actually really awesome. This is crazy. Also, another cool fact is that he actually comes out of the screen in a 3D fashion in some of the video games.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can hear you!
So if you're a fan of 3D or VR, you are able to see this in a 3D way, the SpongeBob intro. Now guys, this is very cool. It's very interesting to see this. It's a video game from SpongeBob. It's called the SpongeBob 4D Ride, and in this, you can literally see SpongeBob in 3D and even the intro, so that's very cool. Now guys, let's go on to another thing you guys didn't notice.
Then drop on the deck and flop like a fish!
Did you know that this fish is actually a main character on SpongeBob? Now, many people disregard this fish as a character, but did you know he's actually the news reporter? Many people disregard him as a real character because he doesn't look traditionally animated in 2D, but he is in fact a real fish. He's a real character, and he's the only fish we really see in the intro of SpongeBob. So that is something you guys didn't notice until I brought it to your attention today. Let's go on to the other one.
Nonsense be something you wish.
When we zoom into SpongeBob rowing, notice he's using his arms to move the boat, as he should. But in the other boatmobiles, he's not using his arms? Why is that thing moving by itself? It should be rowing. SpongeBob should be rowing that thing, but did you notice that he's rowing it up here, but at the bottom it's magically rowing itself? This is something that I didn't necessarily notice in SpongeBob until today. So I know people are probably like, wow, I'm kind of angry at that I didn't see that. But guys, don't worry, I got you covered. I'm going to show you everything in the intro that you need to see.
SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob Square.
Did you know that SpongeBob's body splitting in half like this is to show that he is indestructible and he cannot be physically harmed? In previous episodes where bullies wanted to beat up SpongeBob physically, we know that that failed, obviously, because they cannot touch him. Nothing happened. Literally, they couldn't touch him. And in the intro itself, the creators put that in there to tell us that SpongeBob cannot be defeated. So if SpongeBob went against like Goku or Superman or Captain America or something, I don't care who he goes against. No one can touch SpongeBob, and that's why they put that in the intro. Now, this is pretty fascinating because SpongeBob is a sponge. Therefore, sponges are indestructible. Go grab your sponge right now in the dishwasher, squeeze it, and see that nothing will happen. This is very cool, and this is, you learn something every day. And that's obviously what they wanted to put in here for children who didn't know. Obviously adults will know this stuff, but some children probably didn't know, what sponges do. Guys, these are some cool facts that, these are actually really cool facts hidden away in the intro. Today, I've just brought it to your attention. Now guys, we're going to go on to the next one, but before we go on, I just want to let you guys know to subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed, and drop a big fat like on this video. Alright, let's go on.
Hello and porous is he.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Did you know that when SpongeBob absorbs the water and shoots out the bubbles, it's to symbolize that he loves bubbles? In previous episodes, we see SpongeBob in love with bubbles, and they put that in the intro to let us know that, hey, this is a show that takes place underwater, and there's a lot of bubbles underwater. I mean, we're talking about water, so obviously SpongeBob loves blowing bubbles. Squidward, not so much, because he's not very good at it, but SpongeBob, oh yeah, you bet your bottom dollar, SpongeBob's gonna be blowing bubbles all day long when he's off work from the Krusty Krab. Now for this next one, this is actually an Easter egg in the SpongeBob intro, and it's very fascinating. Take a look at SpongeBob. Don't notice anything? Remember the pose that SpongeBob is in. Now take a look. I'm going to go ahead and turn the screen upside down and look at the pose. Did you know this is actually put there on purpose? The creators of the show put this in as an Easter egg for those of you who are smart enough to turn it upside down. This is a signature pose from SpongeBob. SpongeBob's "I'm ready" face was referenced in the intro itself, and his own character. This is SpongeBob. When you see this pose, you immediately think of SpongeBob. Now, in the intro itself, you can't tell, but you gotta be stealth. You gotta be smart and sneaky about it. Now, this happens in cartoons all the time. Characters having unique positions is nothing new in animation. This happens in a lot of cartoons. Ed, and Eddie, for example. Every single character has a different style of running. They're all different characters, and it's their signature pose. And when we see SpongeBob like this, it's his signature pose. But this one's kind of hard because you literally have to turn it upside down, and I don't think most people would do that. Did you know that SpongeBob and Squidward's house is directly under the island? I know most of you knew that, but did you know that the island is actually not symmetrical with SpongeBob's pineapple, and it is actually a direct line with Squidward's house? Very interesting stuff. Why is that? Everyone thought the island was probably directly under SpongeBob's. No, it's not. It's actually Squidward. This is actually very interesting, and I can't believe that I found it. It's very odd that the island isn't under SpongeBob's pineapple. I'm not too sure if Stephen Hillenburg had a reason for this, but I feel like I don't really have the answer for this one. I usually have answers, but I really don't know. I guess I have to decode this more. I'll think about this later tonight when I'm going to sleep, guys. But guys, this is definitely interesting. Why is the pineapple not directly under that island? I know this is subtle, but it's something to think about because we assume that it is, but in reality it's not. There are so many secrets in SpongeBob that we will never know about, and one of those is the Krusty Krab. No, I mean the Krabby Patty formula. The Krabby Patty formula is one of those things that we'll never get. And I'm not the only one. Plankton's the only one who's not going to get it too. Plankton is also never going to get that Krabby Patty formula. And that's his fault because he always wants to ruin Mr. Krabs' business. So guys, there are secrets that we will never figure out in SpongeBob. And you know what? That's just... Did you know that when SpongeBob is playing his flute, did you guys know that this is actually to show us that SpongeBob is a musical genius? Now, I know that sounds like a joke, but I'm not joking in this video. I'm 100% serious. Guys, this was to show us that SpongeBob can literally play instruments and can sing. He has talent. We see this in Sweet Victory, and we see this in numerous episodes. So SpongeBob is a fry cook, a musician, singer. He literally does everything, even blows bubbles. I mean, SpongeBob is an all-around character, and it's funny how the intro literally has everything that is in the show is in the intro. His personality, everything. And it's great. It shows us who SpongeBob is. It shows us what his character is. But guys, I'm gonna go on to the next one, and the next one is gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty crazy. At the end of every SpongeBob intro, the creator of the show is credited as created by Stephen Hillenburg. Now, most people usually go right into the episode. They don't necessarily notice that, but I know some people have not noticed this, but this is on every episode. This isn't new or anything. Yes, the creator of the show is credited in the intro and not the credits. Well, in the credits as well, but in the intro. So, Now, guys, I'm going to show you something pretty cool, and this is kind of a new SpongeBob intro. But it's not necessarily new, but it is a parody of themselves. Take a look.
Who lives in a chicken parmesan here under the sea?
Who lives in a pineapple? Who lives in a banana? Who lives in a Philly cheesesteak? There's a whole bunch of parodies, and it's super funny that, the writers of the show decided to make a parody of SpongeBob. I mean, they're making a parody of their own show. Hello, that's crazy, but, Nickelodeon, you can't they'll do anything at Nickelodeon. They will do anything, literally. And so that's what they decided to do. They made a parody of the SpongeBob intro. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say here except that Patrick's house and Squidward's house is obviously not there. But I guess SpongeBob's pineapple is just replaced for whatever goofy gag they had. And it is what it is. Very interesting to see this. Whether you like it or not, you gotta say that's pretty interesting, because I never thought I'd see them doing a remake of the Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea SpongeBob. I never thought I'd see that. And the fact that I'm seeing it now is definitely, it's a wake-up call. It's telling me that, my childhood has possibly ended. I think that is it. I think I hit all the points that I wanted to hit in this video. Thank you guys for making it this far in the video. Go and like the video again, subscribe. Guys, I'm working on some cartoon rap battles behind the scenes. I'm not going to give any more information, but I'm working on some stuff here and there. But, it is what it is, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is, guys. It definitely is what it is, guys. It is what it is. All right, thank you guys. You guys have a safe rest of the week.